What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the AI podcast. It's your boy Burrwater shooting a dolo episode today. My boy Slim's busy handling some business. Shout out to my boy Slim, aka Mr. Bodega. Make sure you guys go check him out. Matter of fact, hat right here. He's here in spirit. Shout out AMG. You know what I'm saying? Smoking that almighty gas. Shout out my boy Marcus. Make sure you guys go follow our Instagram, Almighty Gas. Make sure you guys are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Make sure you guys follow our TikTok and our Instagram so you guys can keep up and just stay notified. But yeah, so what's good, you guys? Switching it up a little bit. Normally, we don't really be smoking during the episode, but we switching it up today. Normally, we'll smoke before the pod just so like we could keep it professional. And at the same time, like from a business aspect of it, like YouTube is such a like sensitive platform, so it's like we wanted to come in this YouTube channel that we started as professional as possible. But there's nothing wrong with switching it up, adding a little something different every now and then. And not even just that, like it's just I be chilling. I like to smoke a lot anyways. Helps me think, helps me stay focused and on track, and I'm very relaxed. I just worked out before this pod, so I still feel my pre-workout. And if anyone knows, when you're taking a strong pre-workout, you're just cracked out. I hit the blunt a few times, and I'm mellow. I'm chilling. I still feel the pre-workout, but yeah, I'm just chilling. Hopefully, you guys liked the last episode. We talked about some good topics. If you guys haven't seen it, please go check it out. Make sure you guys like, comment, let us know what you think. Let us know how you feel about topics we talk about. Because at the end of the day, we just want feedback, and we're kind of opening up and just being uncensored and kind of speaking our mind on things. And yeah, and right now I'm in LA, and LA's been crazy lately. Last episode we kind of touched in on the presidential stuff and all this like immigrant stuff and other bills and stuff like that. But if you guys don't know, lately in LA, they've been doing protests. And it's majority of it, it's like, about the immigrants or legal immigrants, however you want to say it. And, I'm bringing this up because it's such a big topic right now. Like it's crazy right now. If you haven't seen on social media or online or the news, check it out. It's been crazy. The protests, to me, in my opinion, when I first started seeing the protests, I thought like two things. It's positive and negative. It's positive in a sense because they're trying to bring awareness, which I respect, and also people are trying to stand up for the illegal immigrants or immigrants, however you want to say, and I respect that. I totally respect that. Another positive thing about it is showing that people care. A lot of times people are just locked in their own world. Like myself, I'm just locked in on my own world. But for a lot of people to stand up, even people that aren't Mexican, to go and protest and show awareness and show that they care about other people, that's good for the community, good for the culture, good for our country in general, and it shows that not everyone's individually divided or mentally divided, however you want to say, and it's a good thing in this world, especially nowadays with everything going on outside of our country. A lot of negatives, though, a lot of cons about this protest because I just feel like there's a good way to do it and a bad way to do it. And, if you haven't seen, people are taking the protest onto the freeway, one of the most busiest freeways in downtown LA. They literally took over one whole lane. I don't know if it was two, but the whole majority of the protests just walked on the freeway and shut down the freeway. Highway patrol had to come. Cops came. I don't know how long it lasted, but I avoided LA that day and the next day. And honestly, if I had to give you guys my honest opinion, that's just dumb. It's reckless. It's arrogant. It's immature. And honestly, it's just, you got to think, like, what's the point of that? Like, there's people got to go to work. People got to get somewhere. Like, you're causing headaches for other people that aren't doing nothing. That are just trying to live. And honestly, that's not doing no benefit. Like, it's not it's not gonna change anything if you guys really think about it. It's just not. And at the end of the day, like, I'm half Mexican and I understand, but I live in the United States. You know, my family lives in the United States. My loved ones, my close friends, all live in the United States. So I'm for U.S. You know, I'm all about making America great again. You know what I mean? Um, and at the end of the day, like, I look at myself, I'm like, okay, boom, I'm half Mexican. Majority, the family that I do know is only my Mexican side. So, I represent Mexicans, more than anything. But at the same time, I represent America because I am American, I'm Mexican American. Um, and because I have family members that have been in the military fighting for our freedom, and, you know, I still have current family members in the military fighting right now. I'm for the U.S. I'm all about what my family has served for, and since I live here, whether I live in California or in a different state in the U.S., U.S. is home regardless. And I just feel like they should have just protested a different way. It should have been a lot more positive. It shouldn't have been where it's damn fucking party in the streets. People are fucking stealing cop cars, looting, causing more damage to the community, drinking, lighting. Motherfuckers were lighting the American flag on fire. What the fuck is that gonna do? Like, think about that. What is that gonna do? That's just stupid, bro. That's just stupid because guess what? You're still living in the U.S. So what point are you trying to prove by doing that? It's not proving nothing. I feel like people take any opportunity to be reckless, take any opportunity to go show how stupid they could be and immature they could be. And at the end of the day, it's like, what's the point of that? What's the point of that? Like, I just feel like it's disrespectful to the country you live in. And ultimately, I've seen a lot of social media posts about people responding to that. And a lot of people were saying that it's dumb. And I'm happy that I've seen that because that's just the truth. Like, if we're trying to create a movement, we have to do it in the most positive way. Because if we do it in a negative way, we're not going to be seen. We're not going to be heard. Nothing's going to happen. It's going to show that, if anything, Trump is doing the right thing because you're if you're part of that protest and you are an illegal immigrant and you are part of that movement where you're trying to burn the flag, you're trying to fuck up the community, you're only hurting the community. You're only hurting your chance of becoming a citizen, you know what I mean? Or a family member becoming a citizen because you guys are doing shit in a negative manner and it should be in a positive way. Um, and ultimately, too, like, a lot of people that have so much of a strong opinion about Trump and um, have such a negative opinion about that law. I understand, I get it, but at the same time, like, take your personal feelings outside of that thought, that opinion that you have, and understand that it's for the best for our country that we live in. If you live in the U.S., be like better about that situation. Be more open minded. I would say. At the end of the day, this is just my opinion. I'm not on either side, but I'm also not with the stupidness that people are doing right now towards that, and it ain't doing nothing better for you guys. So hopefully everyone stops with this bullshit, and motherfuckers could figure out a more mature, positive way to protest, where you could be heard and not and more seen than looked down upon, and being that cause of and effect of why we're not allowing illegal immigrants to come to this fucking country, our country. Looking at it from another angle, it's showing that, like, people are really followers. You guys are really followers because rather than trying to tell each other to stop the ones that are doing the dumb shit, you guys are provoking it. You guys are encouraging it by showing up. You guys are encouraging it by stealing the cop car. You guys are encouraging it by burning the flag and saying, yeah, burn the flag. Like, I would have been like, don't burn the flag. But if you say something, then it's like, okay, it's like it becomes a mob. Now you're going to get beat up. Now people are going to look at you different and try to hurt you. Like, it shouldn't be about that. It should be about bringing peace and bringing awareness to the situation. And at the end of the day, like I said, like, it's just showing that this world is so caught up in what everyone's doing, and you get caught up in not really realizing that you're doing some wrong as well as them. You know, you're there, you're encouraging. I would have left personally. I would have been like, there's no point in me being here because we're protesting for something that doesn't mean nothing. You guys are just making it more about emotion and anger, and you're not really making it about a positive type of, way to go about bringing awareness. And stop being followers. Stop like using your emotions. Like I said, I last episode. There's this one girl I seen on TikTok. She's in like New York or she's somewhere in the U.S. and she's talking about this. And it's like, if you guys don't want to be here, if you guys hate it so bad, leave our country. Go back to the border. But you guys don't want to go to the other countries because the opportunities here, the better life that you could live in the U.S. is way more worth it. So I just don't understand why you guys are so stupid and you guys want to cry about shit, but you still live in the U.S. So, figure shit out, do things differently, and at the end of the day, maybe shit will turn out for the better of you or your siblings or your family members that are dealing with this, and hopefully the government or the president releases something to allow anyone that's been here longer than X amount of time their citizenship or their green card or a longer visa, whatever it may be. I hope it goes that way more than anything. But all the negative protesting, the damaging the community, stealing cop cars, burning the flag needs to stop, in my opinion. But enough for the politics. I just wanted to weigh in on that just because like it's crazy in LA right now and so many people are posting about this, and I just felt like since I am half Mexican and I have Mexican family members, like I felt like I should weigh in on it. And ultimately it's just my opinion, hopefully I didn't offend anyone, but it is what it is. But moving forward, last week I brought up a topic about being comfortable and understanding how to get in and out of that situation, and obviously finding a balance between everything that's going on in life. And I kind of wanted to dive into that. I kind of wanted to bring up that topic again because we dropped a clip. You go through moments in life where you get comfortable, and it's not even necessarily comfortable. It's like you're so sidetracked with other going on that we talk about that you kind of like throws you off rail. And that's why I love that I have moments to where I get myself back on track. Because life, you guys, like as you know it, life is crazy. Like
life always throws something at you. So
life is gonna throw a million curveballs at you. You know what I mean? You got to think. You live for a while. There's so many days in a year. Like you're gonna deal with so much adversity, but it's ultimately that individual itself that's the only one that could pull you out of your own hole. You get what I'm saying? It kind of made me think deeper about it, and I kind of just wanted to elaborate more because a lot of times people don't really understand things. Like they could hear it, some people will get it, but sometimes it's best to talk about things from different perspectives, just so you could really get your point across. And that's what I kind of want to do now, and use me as an example of what I really meant, or just dive deeper into it. But lately not lately, but maybe the last couple months ago, there's moments where I just felt like I was, complacent, and I was still doing a lot. I'm always doing a lot, but sometimes, like I said, things aren't going as good as you want it to go, that's life, nothing I could do about that. The only thing I could do, actually cancel that. The only thing I could do is just keep working, keep moving, keep being present. You know what I mean, and keeping a positive mindset. Um, but yeah, I wanted to kind of talk about that whole comfortability, being comfortable thing. And sometimes you go through shit. Like I said last time, you're going through so much shit, good or bad or whatever it is. You're going through so much, and you kind of rearrange your priorities. And that's normal. It happens. You kind of go through moments where you put this instead of this in front, and you move this to the back, and you're more focused on that, this and that, da 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 da. You get what I'm saying. And I was kind of shifting my priorities backwards, and the last month and a half, I kind of rearranged my priorities, um, and I put things ahead of other shit. And I'll give an example, like business. I used to be very, 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 very like selfish, very locked in, and did anything and everything, whether if it was big or small, just I didn't care. I had that all in mentality. And I used to I used to be so selfish about my work, so like busy all the time. And sometimes I used to, kind of be like, all right, Joe, like calm down, like, money's good. Like now let's be more present with my kid, let's be more present being a father, or let's be more present just being home, not always out, not always on the street, or, not doing too much more than I need to. And, that's me being a human. It's not me being weak. It's not me being lazy. It's me being a human. Everyone has different life. Everyone has a different situation. Everyone has different problems, or, different financial, whatever, different job, whatever. And I can't compare myself to other people. I can't try to justify my life because of other people's, lives or opinions. I got to do me. And sometimes we get caught up of what we should be doing and what's more important. And like I said, that's human. But you also have to go back to the drawing board. You also have to reevaluate everything going on and what's best for you, what's best for your situation, what's best for your future. And that's kind of what happened to me like a month and a half ago. I kind of started rearranging, and I'm putting business back at number one. And I'll tell you why. It's because life is better. Life is better when more money's coming in. Life is better when you can do whatever you want. And I just kind of want to get back to being how busy I used to. Not kind of, I want to. I'm going to. I am now. Today was a busy ass day. Um, just like my boy Slim said last week or last episode, just kind of put different stuff, start earlier, rearrange stuff. And that's what I've been doing. Staying very busy, always on the go. Always trying to recreate something different. I'm always on my phone. I'm always thinking in my head like, what can I do? Who can I contact? What other resource can I connect with to allow more doors to open up or more money to be coming in? You know what I mean? That's how you got to go about things. And a couple years ago, I was so locked in, and now I'm like, okay, boom, like I worked hard. I got myself to a point where I can live a certain life with the amount of money coming in and the amount of freedom I have to be with more of a father and just be home more. I worked hard to be able to do that. And that's why I got comfortable. A lot of people like, oh, wake up early, oh, this and that, da 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 da. Well, I worked my ass off to be able to kind of choose when I want to wake up, and that's important to me because I'm not a morning person. Everyone has their own schedule. Everyone has their own type of thing going. And my thing is, I like sleep. Obviously I don't sleep the whole day, but I kind of like being able to be on my own schedule. And I'm not saying I sleep in every day. Up around 7:30, 7:45 to take my kid to school. And then from there I kind of get my day started. Or if I have a little bit of time, I might take a quick little hour, 30-minute nap, and then go about my day. And yeah, I feel like that's my best. That's where I'm at. That's when I'm at my best. It's when I'm busy, when I'm focused, when I'm motivated, when I'm ambitious, when I'm determined. When I'm so selfish where I put myself first, I put my fitness first. And I feel like if you're physically at your best, you're also going to be mentally at your best. So that's why I go to the gym. Last week I did 7 days. This time I'm going to do 6 days this week, so I give myself time to recover a little bit. And that's what I mean. Like I'm refocused. I'm rearranging my priorities. My next priority is still top of the list is to be present as a father. Before that was first. After I reshifted things, now it's going number two because now I have that ability to be more back in the lab working, or just meetings, setting up other stuff, going to events, creating more content. um and that's number two. And number three is my health. I got to go to the gym. I started going to the gym. I don't care if it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. I go to the gym. I got to get it in. Today, I was so busy. I still got to the gym, though. I only did like a 25-minute workout, but I got 5 exercises in. Didn't really take a break. I just got it in. And sometimes something is better than nothing. And, you know, I'm happy I got it in so that I could get the rest of the weekend Um, and health is so important, you guys. Like, if you want to break any bad habits, start working on yourself. Start working on yourself. Start going to the gym. When you start creating discipline for yourself, it's going to be easier to be able to break bad habits. It's going to be easier for you to stay locked in on the good habits and create better goals for yourself. And you're going to be mentally focused and zoned in. And that's where you guys should want to be. At the end of the day, I realize, and you'll realize too, that everyone has a different lifestyle. Everyone has different goals. At the end of the day, you still got to be ambitious. You still got to be determined to reach those goals, and whether it be small or big. And I hope you guys understand that. And those are kind of my priorities right now. Those are the main things I'm focused on right now. Everything else doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I recently been having good talks with some friends of mine and partners of mine, and everyone's on the same page. Everyone's on the same type of energy, and everyone's just there to kind of make sure everyone's on their toes. Everyone's still getting it. You know what I mean? And um, I hope you guys understand what I meant by that. I hope you guys appreciate the fact that I'm just being so fucking blunt with this shit and using my own life as a example, because last thing I want to do is speak on something I don't know or don't have experience dealing with. And everything I do speak on is because I have experience with, I've gone through, I can relate to a lot of different situations, and I'm just here to share my thoughts and my opinion and, break shit down for you guys. And hopefully you guys like this episode. I know it was a little quick, just because it was a solo one. I just wanted to put out some content. Um, Next episode, my boy Slim will be here, and we'll have a lot more to talk about. Hopefully, you guys like this episode. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next episode. Peace.